consensus in the room was Siegel. Everybody said Siegel. So, yeah, no doubt. So Jay Steve being the oddball in the whole group, all the time says, "No, I'm going with Freeway." So that basically is one of those situations where you know how everybody's in the room vibing, and then one person says something, and then you hear that record scratch. Like, what? What the fuck? What?
But you know what? It still made for an interesting conversation. The guy just right then and there. Hear what y'all say. I'm gonna go with the opposition either which way.
I know. It's all good, man. It's all good. But
Good question, right?
Cool question. Go ahead.
Now this is great.
This is Stills, by the way.
Sleep right after saying that shit. Because things been going wrong. Siegel got shot.
Yeah, as a result of this, Beanie Siegel got shot in New Jersey.
You dig what I'm saying for saying that shit?
He's alive. He's recouping.
This is the shit that might just happen.
I'm just saying, Now, during our end of the year show, we are joking. We definitely are joking. This is satire. You know what I mean? He didn't get shot because of Jay Steve.
Just said that shit.
Philly, don't come down here starting no shit. Just leave it where it is. All right? But, our December 28th end of the year show, we vowed that we would never bring this situation up again.
It seems like this just fell on deaf ears when it came to Stills. But I do recall him saying, yeah.
He did say, yeah, we all agreed that we would kill this. But recently, I get a text from my homie Jay Steez telling me, like, yo, Freeway wants to do an interview with the Hip Hop Renaissance show. Like, oh, word? I'm like, nah, you playing, dog. I don't believe you. He shows me the text of him talking to Freeway. So I said, you done fucked up, right? This is just going to bring everything right back up to where it was, so it's not going to stop now.
So now you know what that means. Stills has to get in contact with Beans.
We're going to get in contact with Siegel, and, we're going to check on his health, make sure he's available to make comments, and, we're going to tell him what you did. Pretty much.
So that's what it's going to be.
That's what it's going to be.
Okay.
You brought it up, you know what I mean?
Hey, listen, when it's all said and done, if you feel like Freeway is better than Beanie Siegel, just stop listening to everything. Don't even listen to no rap, hip, nothing. Don't listen to nothing. Just, you're dead on iPods. Nothing for you.
Yeah, so
There's nothing. You can't do that. It's impossible. There's no way to do that.
That's basically the gist of what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you pick other people. You do other things. Freeway versus Petey Crack, or things like that. You don't do Beanie Siegel versus Freeway. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's all said and done, when you break it down, it only leads up to one thing. That's you saying Freeway's better than Kiss. That's how it all breaks down to it. Kiss had a problem with Beans. So now at the end of the day, you saying man, go ahead, man.
That's basically what happened. So we're gonna move on.
Please move on.
I just wanted to let y'all know what the situation was. You know what I mean? Yeah. So right now we're gonna go into some topics for the new year. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that happened. The week hasn't even really, the month hasn't even really gotten into full swing, and there's a lot of stuff going around. There's talk of a collab that's supposed to be happening. I'm not really sure. I have to do some more research about it.
Master P and Lil Wayne.
Master P and Lil Wayne is supposed to be doing some sort of collabo, which is kind of weird, but not very weird because they're both from the same area. You think it's too late?
It's too late. That time they both.
Well, you think it's too late for Master P or too late for Lil Wayne?
Collaboration period.
The collaboration period.
That time is past.
Well, Master P has come out with he's supposed to have a whole new clique now.
Okay.
And yeah, P.
Money Mafia.
I think that's what they call it, the Money Mafia.
The Money Mafia. That shit is corny. I mean,
You know they got. You got what Rich Gang now? He got Money Mafia. Like,
Hey,
come on, man.
listen, I mean, if it works,
And
I wouldn't be
I
wouldn't be surprised if it works.
Big Master P fan. I used to be a big Master.
I was kind of a Master P fan on the low. On the low.
Oh no, I ain't.
No, I didn't. I never had the shoes.
Yo,
I wanted the gold tank chain.
No Limit shoes, just so everybody.
That's what I wanted.
P Miller shoes.
Nah, I never wore the Percy's. You stop that lie right now. I never had that.
The Percy's with the Parasuco.
Also, there's supposed to be a DJ Premier and Pete Rock collabo that's supposed to be happening.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That album's gonna be bananas because the guest MCs on that album alone is worth the buy. Let alone the production from both of those producers is gonna be off the hook. You talk about Premier, DJ Premier, unbelievable. And then you got Pete Rock, Soul Brother. That's gonna be bananas.
What else?
What else is we decided to do a quick run through of last year's of last year's review, kind of a quick overview, you know what I mean, because there were some things that we left out that I felt that we should have touched on. Some of them were like the best. What did you think? You're not really a sneakerhead, but I know
really.
there's a lot of sneakerheads that listen to the show, but I think Nike had a big year because they did like a triple black series. They had like all these they released all these series of different of their classic kicks in triple black. And then, always, Jordan is a mainstay, so he came out with a couple of retros and he's coming out with some more retros,
That's not news.
It's not really news, but at the end of the day, well, it is news. When you see about 20 to 30, 50 kids outside of Foot Locker or Foot Action like 5 in the morning.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's news. It's still news. It's still very relevant. It is. Hey, what can I say?
It's relevant, yes, but I think it's ridiculous. It's stupid.
I'm getting shouts out on the chat in the chat room. If you want to talk with us, go to www.dslradio.us. We got a comment from Zoe that says that we left out Sky Zoo and Torre, aka the Barrel Brothers. That's another collabo that's supposed to be dropping soon. But there were a lot of albums last year, like I said, that were just incredible. My personal favorites off the top, number one was Prime, which is the collaboration of DJ Premier and Royce the 5'9". If you haven't heard this album, I suggest you go and get this album.
Listening to it, it's pretty solid.
It is very solid. Just the collabs on it alone with who was on it again? I know
Slaughterhouse.
Mac Miller was on it. Slaughterhouse. Who else? I think Big Crit was on it. If I'm not Killer Mike. I'm sorry. Killer Mike was on it, and Schoolboy Q, J Electronica or J Luck, whatever name he goes by these days.
Yeah, I think Ab-Soul was on it too, right?
He might have been. I'm not sure. I have to listen to it in a couple of days.
Cool.
Who else?
Common.
Oh, okay. I also Ghostface album, 36 Seasons.
Got around to listening to that too.
What did you think of that one?
Dope album. An
incredible album. The concept behind it is so dope. I don't understand why a lot of people just not really getting it. On top of that, he's supposed to be releasing a mini movie connected to the album. Because conceptually, the album, like I said, I'm a big fan of conceptual albums and stories. There's a big overall story connected to 36 Seasons, and it's on some comic book shit, really, to tell you the truth. And the collabs on the album are actors within this movie, which is AZ. Shout out to AZ.
He plays a big part on that album.
Coogee Rap and Pharoah Monch. Like, those are the three main characters that I can say are part of this movie, and it's incredible. I can't wait to see how this movie is going to actually look visually. The visual behind the album is going to be real crazy.
Yeah.
Also, Apollo Brown had a good album, with Roscosh. I listened to the first not the first, because the first was the intro. The second song, which I would be considered the first song, How to Kill God, bananas. I suggest you get that album as well. What else? What other album did we cover as far as 2014? Black Milk. Black Milk had a very ill album. You really need to check that. That's Ninth Wonders Camp. You know, if you're not familiar with that, you definitely need to check that.
J. Cole.
Obviously, J. Cole he definitely had a good year. If I'm not mistaken, he was he number one on the hip hop charts, or just hit number one on the charts?
His album did debut at number one.
Yeah.
With 354,000 copies sold in the first week.
Numbers don't lie. Numbers do not lie. They can be manipulated, but from time to time they don't lie. And if anybody deserves that kind of credit for that album and the work they put behind it, it definitely is J. Cole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like I said this before. You know, he's in my opinion, he's a mainstream artist. You know what I mean? And not that there's nothing wrong with that. You know, everybody has a lane that they play and they play it well. You know what I mean? And one of those other artists, in my opinion, that's a mainstream rapper is Kendrick Lamar. You know what I mean? He's part of that mainstream audience. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if you're good in that lane and you're successful, do what you do. You know, but the artists that I mentioned prior, you know, Prime and Wu-Tang's Ghostface Killer. Wu-Tang had a good album as well. It wasn't.
Nah,
I know what people are gonna say. I know what people are gonna say. It was garbage.
What was good about it, in your opinion?
Like I said, I'm a big fan of conceptual albums and stories. This was another album that
I think we might just ended the whole Freeway thing with him saying this whole Wu-Tang thing.
Nah, you can never do that. You know why?
Yes.
You know
why?
Yes.
Because I am free. Thank you.
I can't. Off of the new album?
What garbage?
A Better Tomorrow?
The only good thing about it was probably the rhymes, but the beats were garbage.
Of the Wu-Tang.
He might be thinking 36 Chambers.
I can't think of any right now. I can't. Shut up, Stills.
And he just got called out. Those beats were horrible, son. Like
it wasn't their best album.
That they even got on those beats.
It wasn't their best album. Listen, I think the reason this album got put together there's reasons behind this album being put together. Obviously, one, because they got a new record deal with Warner Brothers. You know what I mean? And they got a lot of money put behind this project. This is probably one of many that will be coming out. All right. And two, because their anniversary it either passed or it's coming up. So, you know, they have, you know, it's reasons behind this album being dropped.
Yo,
you know?
Some real shit. This dude is getting looked at real crazy by everybody up in here right now.
Hold on.
Yo,
First of all, nobody's looking at me crazy. Nobody's looking at me any more crazier than you agreeing that Beanie Siegel would lose in a battle between Freeway.
Like, let's keep it real, yo. Zoe just basically called you
Exactly. Yo, Thank you.
Zoe just called you out, son.
Zoe can call me out, but who was that in the other room just now? Mike Perry.
Yo, this dude is about a year late.
You know what I'm saying?
That's last year's argument, man.
Yeah, man. We got Mike Perry in the building.
About this garbage ass Wu-Tang album that this motherfucker just said was good.
We got Mike Perry in the building.
This is how it goes. At the end of the day, is the Wu greatest.
Greatest.
At the end of the day, is to wait that long for a Wu-Tang album and y'all put that out.
This is true.
We can't do that.
This is true.
Yo,
listen, the rating I gave it was fair. The rating I gave it was fair.
It was just a foul.
No, I don't mean fair. Like it was the album. I'm talking about on a scale of 1 to 10. I gave it a fair.
It wasn't fair to us.
It wasn't fair to us.
It didn't sound right in beats.
But listen, I mean, if you're expecting to hear what you heard on 36 Chambers, you're gonna be disappointed.
No, you're not. But at least be at the 34th or something. That wasn't that. I don't even think that one left the lobby. RZA didn't want to do it. Ghostface.
I think Ghostface was smart to release his album the week after A Better Tomorrow.
Meth was focused on the Red Tour. You know what I'm saying? They did that. So you really can't put together a Wu-Tang album unless it's actually completed with the woo. So now at the end of the day is if you just drop that and everybody from the woo is not with it, it's not going to be an album. It's just going to be like, no. Yeah, it's just going to be like, you know what I mean? You just put together a 36 mixtape. That's it, bro. Like, that you can't put that out there. They did bad.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they did bad.
Pretty much. But I guarantee you, though,
No.
somebody bought it.
No.
Somebody bought it.
Listen, you got to understand, a lot of people going to get it.
Oh, yeah, that
How
one
many
copy.
people are gonna accept
But wait
it
a
as
minute.
woo?
Was it Better Tomorrow that copy, or was this a different we need to find that out. Whoever was Zoe said he bought it.
No.
So that's your boy.
Hey, listen, you got to understand.
That's Jay Steve's
just
boy.
Like Mike Tyson. What fight ain't gonna sell out? We know what's gonna happen, but it's still gonna sell out. Everybody gonna get a Woo album. Everybody gonna get whatever album they gonna get. But you know how many people still might get a Das Effects album if it came out?
I would get one.
Exactly. But if you still hear them saying bum stickity bum, how would you feel?
Well, listen, let's keep it real. Even after when they dropped the third album, they dropped the old bum stickity bum shit. You know what I mean? They grew, they evolved. So I wouldn't expect to hear even this dude, even Crazy Dre's. He's doing solo shit right now. There is no bum stickity bum on any project that he's done.
Exactly.
There's none of that.
Do me one favor, real quick.
Go ahead.
Name a song
from Crazy Dre's album.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't listened to it.
This is what I'm saying.
I've heard singles from the album, but the singles that I've heard from the album, there was no bum stickity.
No,
there was none of that.
It's not gonna be that. But understand what I'm saying though. If they did do that, would you think that would be a complete album?
Say it again.
If they came back with that again, how would you feel about that?
How would I would feel like you motherfuckers have lost your mind.
Exactly.
But a new generation would be like, yo, these motherfuckers are kind of ill. Because they've never heard them before.
You gotta understand what they listening to.
Right?
What's the boy name that don't make no sense? Exactly.
What'd he say? Yo, dog. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Man.
The travesty to hip-hop.
That's funny. So, let's keep it moving. What else you got?
Let me see. What else do we have? We have a couple of other things that we need to talk about. Next week, our guest is going to be Duck Down Records' Rusty Jux.
All right.
Duck Down Records' Rusty Jux. You know, he just recently did an album called Ready to Jux, which was a tribute album to Biggie. It was basically a tribute album to Biggie for Ready to Die. From the cover art to all the songs of the album. It's very dope. If you haven't seen it, go on YouTube to Duck Down Records or go to Rusty Jux Vivo and you can check it out. It's a hot album. You can go on iTunes and cop it.
Music.
You can do that as well. I'm just saying other places that you can get it, but you can definitely go to iTunes and talk about that. You know what I mean? We're gonna go into a music break.
Yeah, and when we come back, I want to discuss my 5 softest rappers of 2014.
Softest rappers?
Yeah.
Why you always harping on the negative shit? I don't get you. First for the freeway shit, and now
negative.
this.
Oh no, but you took the reign on that. I'm happy about that.
I didn't take the.
All I know, ride through the hood, what's poppin', hey, yo. I guess you like
www.dslradio.us.
Yeah, every Sunday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
For the people, check in. The show is fully interactive. You can check us out on our blog, our Twitter page, and even on Facebook.
What's up?
We are back. www.dslradio.us, the Hip Hop Renaissance Show. This is Picasso.
And I'm Jay Steed.
And we're back. We're going to start off with this topic real quick. The topic of discussion for tonight is hip-hop racist? I know that sounds weird. Like, what? Man, please, how the fuck hip-hop racist?
Give it a more in-depth description of what you mean.
Is hip-hop racist, meaning that the type of music that's being put out today by the majority of artists that are out now mostly have I want to say genocidal talk in it, you know, like kill nigga, kill nigga, kill nigga, kill.
All right.
Right? So, you know, these are only products. These are basically artists who are products of their environment at some point or another.
All right. So what you're calling them? You're basically calling them puppets.
Basically,
They're being steered in the direction of.
they're being steered in the direction of
killing
of
and
talking
trying to
about
put
killing
these
each
thoughts
other.
in the mind of young kids and everybody else that listens.
Basically, and you know, as you progress in this game and you become a signed artist and you gain notoriety through your work, you know, labels or corporations, I should say, want you to keep up that momentum. So they're not going to have you actually use your artistic credibility. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I feel, you know, artists may come into a label meeting and be like, you know, I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about life. I want to talk about raising a family. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit that means something to the people that listen to to my music in the community. And the label will say something.
You know
well,
what?
you know, that sounds good.
You know what?
Jay Boogie Killer.
You know
but,
what?
You know,
you bringing that up, it kind of reminds me of a part in Fade to Black, that Jay-Z like mini documentary joint. Basically, he was introducing an artist, and you know, dude was spitting all that murder, death, kill stuff.
Right.
But Jay-Z also said, you know, now if he starts talking political or anything that's reaching out to the people, he ain't gonna get nowhere.
He won't
You know
get
what I mean?
anywhere.
I think that might have been J. Cole, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta go back and look at that again now.
No,
Yeah.
Fade to Black is Jay-Z.
Yeah, Jay-Z's documentary you know, about that album.
We still got Stills in the building with
He did
us.
say something about that. I mean, I do agree that, you know, these artists are pushed to make a certain type of music. You know what I'm saying? But they're definitely puppets. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. You know, and it's also crazy how they don't take credit. Not even credit, excuse me. They don't take responsibility for the lyrics and the stuff that they push out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make all this money off of this craziness, but at the same time, they put none of it back into the hood. Or,
That's
you know,
exactly right. And then when you have situations like the Eric Garner situation and the Mike Brown situation, you know, the community looks towards. It's kind of sad, but you know, the community looks towards the black celebrities or the black people that are in power to speak out. And most if not all of these people don't speak out because they don't want to lose their endorsements from these corporations.
So, quick question. Let me ask you a question.
Speak.
How do you feel about the police turning their back on the mayor?
Okay.
I think they were being disrespectful. I think they
Yeah,
were
that was disrespectful.
breaking the law. They were definitely breaking the law. The
Yeah.
fuzz was breaking the law and nobody said anything.
Yeah, it was definitely not a good look. It was embarrassing. I'm not feeling that. I wasn't feeling it, and you know, that shit was just crazy.
But recently, Nicki Minaj did an interview with Rolling Stone, and she talked briefly about how a lot of celebrities aren't coming out. A lot of black celebrities aren't coming out talking anymore about certain events that happen that affect the black community. And, you know, not for nothing, she really didn't do anything. She really didn't say anything. You know?
Like, you got your regulars that do it.
You did. Well, the regulars that we know of that actually were active, like, if you remember, it's not like it happened like 5 years ago. This happened like literally last year.
So
you know
your regulars that's
so, you know, you had Q-Tip, you had Nas, Tyler Quali, you had, you know, those
had your
people.
regulars.
You had the regulars that know, you know, Russell Simmons. That man's a fucking mogul. That man's, you know, he was in there. He was on the street putting in the work.
But you know who music is playing? Go and get the money
Exactly.
from the beginning.
Exactly.
What he did for the community.
Not a damn thing, man.
Exactly.
But that's what this topic is about. It's hip hop racist now. Like I said, you know, Nicki Minaj did an interview with Rolling Stones, and she briefly touched on it, and she mentioned Kanye West. Now, for all of those who remember the Hurricane Katrina situation and how he was on TV with Mike Myers,
Right.
and he spoke out and said, you know, George Bush doesn't care about black people. So, you know, he got put into a situation where he had to apologize for that.
Get down or lay down.
So, you know, it was basically, you know, protect my money or voice my opinion about the people.
What you think they're gonna choose?
Well, it's pretty clear what he chose.
They ain't got no choice.
It's pretty clear what they, you know, what was chosen, you know, because even if you did it in song, it was saying something, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't even done in song. So, you know, there are a lot of corporations that back these artists because of their brand. Nicki Minaj being one of them, you know, and not for nothing, you know, Nicki Minaj, she sells a lot of records and she has a strong fan base. But at the same time, you know, these corporations want to push her or continue to push her as the Barbie doll.
Yeah.
You know, with the whole Barbie doll syndrome and
oversexed lyrics.
You know, oversexed lyrics. It doesn't match. It doesn't match. I mean, people who have children, who have little girls, know that you don't want this being a representation of Barbie.
Definitely
now, every time
I change the channel every time.
Every time you see a Barbie doll, or she sees a Barbie doll, she's gonna think, "Oh, Nicki Minaj," and that's not supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
So you know, there's definitely some puppet masters in this game, and believe it or not, some of them are actually black. Not all of them, but there's a small handful that are black that are helping continuing to perpetuate the stereotype of what they think black music is.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
And then, you know, of course, the situation with Bobby Shmurda, him being locked up over something alleged.
It's crazy how the lyrics of that damn song is just so fucking violent.
It's violent, and
but nobody
if you notice,
pays attention to that.
Nobody pays attention to it because they're just listening. They're just listening to the beat. But if you notice, in the majority of his pictures, he's using a gun symbol. Him and his whole crew is using a gun symbol, you know, pointed at the cameras or whatever. And it's like, you know, he got arrested with his crew and they got taken to jail. And if I'm not mistaken, he's with Epic Records, right? Right, Just?
It's Epic. Yeah.
He's with Epic Records, and you know they paid him $2 million for his project, for his album. Yeah. So this clearly is a message sending out to people that, you know, we want you to continue to talk what you're talking. We want you to continue to say nigga kill, nigga kill, nigga kill. And we want you to perpetuate the genocide that's going on with your music.
And the negative side of it.
And the negative side of it. Well, clearly,
drug dealing and all that.
Exactly. You know, and let me be clear about something. You know, everybody has a hustle. Everybody has their own thing that they have to do. Everybody has a family to support. You know, everybody has an agenda on what they do in this world of music, especially in hip-hop. But there's always two sides to a story. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you're going to continue to do what you're doing so you can protect your dollar, then you lose a little bit of yourself as an artist. You know what I mean? You become just the brand. There's actual successful artists out there that are the brand and they are the artists. And they survive balance. And you have people like Nicki Minaj and, you know, artists on that caliber that continue to perpetuate and do what they do. You know, they continue to put out that vibe. It just looks bad overall because generally that's what people think is that's what generally people who don't know hip hop think that all black people are. There are people out there who just listen to hip hop, but they probably never met a black person in their life ever. And so you know they listen to Bobby Shmurda and they come to New York, you know, with their family or whatever, or they come on their own just to chill. Yeah. And the first black person they see is like hot nigga. You know what I mean? It's like it's a real disturbing thing to see. So, you know, I mean, as far as you think, like what do you think needs to be done?
Well, I think needs to be done. I think we need to stop supporting certain types of music. You know what I'm saying? If obviously people stop dancing and getting crazy when this music comes on, you know what I mean? These artists won't be making this kind of music. You know what I'm saying? Like if everybody starts dancing, like let's say Illinois.
Exactly. Shout out to Illinois.
If that's
Boot
the type
camp
of
click
music
duck down.
that definitely gets the women moving, then everybody's gonna follow. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
The artists that we had on that freestyle site for December 28th, people like shout out to Mickey Bundles. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Beyond Belief. Shout out to Illinois. Shout out to Big Business. These are artists who don't just talk about life on the streets. There's other scenarios, there are other contents, there's other conceptions that they have within their music. Like I said, there has to be a balance. You know what I mean? Even if you look back in history, going back to even with Biggie, his first album was called Ready to Die. We all know this. It was a classic album. It was well done conceptually, story-wise. Everything was called Ready to Die. It was basically about a dude who was like, I'm gonna go all out on some YOLO shit. Right?
Yeah.
Now, fast forward to Life After Death. Life After Death is basically this dude saying I want to live now. I have something worth living for. I've made some money. I've taken care of my family.
Yeah. I'm positive.
It's a different out. I'm still connected to the streets, and but I'm living a different life now. I'm definitely not coming back to the hood on some stupid shit. I'm living a different life now, and conceptually, me personally, I think there's obviously a lack of creativity today in hip hop. There's definitely and intelligence. There's definitely a small handful of artists that I can definitely give props to and salute. Shout out to J. Cole, shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Artists of that caliber and on that level, even over here on our end, artists over here that have started doing it. Even the little kid, his name is Astro. He used to go by Astro the Kid. He was a contestant on the show X Factor, and he lost, believe it or not. And he wound up getting a movie deal. He wound up getting managed by Jay-Z. He's on Fox 5 TV right now on a big show called Red Band Society. I mean, he's doing his thing, and if you listen to the content of his music, there's nothing in there about him killing anybody. There's nothing he's a real, what I consider, MC. You know what I'm saying? And as we all know, we always discuss about the different levels of artists that are in this game. You have the rappers who put out music just for radio, and then you have MCs, the people who have content, and the people who have stories, to people who will grab your ear and visually, visually take you places just through their music. You know what I'm saying? Steels is one of those artists, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Steels. That brother got an album, and I've heard some of the tracks off the album. When this album drops, you're gonna be, I won't say you'll probably be shocked. I'm not, because this brother's skills is up there. You know what I'm saying? This is another one of those artists who I feel that definitely need to be out there and be heard more, along with Illinois, along with Big Business. You know what I mean? And along with Beyond Belief, and shout out to Five from Harlem too. You know what I'm saying? That's another brother that's holding it down, doing their thing. These artists need to be checked out and they need to be heard. You know what I mean? There definitely needs to be a balance. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. We all like to go to the club and have a good time, push up on a shorty, and do whatever. You know what I mean? That's just basic. But there's also a time where you have to balance it out, and there's no balance right now.
You forget that you know me. You will never have a home back in store.
We're going to go to a quick music break, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk about this brother's foundation. This movement is strong. We're definitely going to talk about that. Stick around. The Hip Hop Renaissance Show, www.dslradio.us.
Word.
Tune in to us every Sunday from 6 to 8. We're going a little bit over right now because we can do that. All right?
And the music is just that good.
And the music is just that good on top of that. But we'll be right back. All right? Let's go to this quick music break, and we'll be right back.
Good luck.
Join us in the chat rooms, too. We're in the chat rooms right now talking.
And you're tuned into the Hip Hop Renaissance
on www.dslradio.us.
Yeah, every Sunday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
For the people, check in. The show is fully interactive. You can check us out on our blog, our Twitter page, and even on Facebook.
I'm sorry. Give them the mic. Just talk.
Powerful Pioneers.
Powerful Pioneers.
Yes, give thanks.
So tell us a little bit about your organization and what they do.
Give thanks. Powerful Pioneers, family organization based in East New York, and this stems on empowering our community, empowering our women,
Right.
Empowering our youths, empowering our men, our soldiers, so that we can have a powerful family. We understand that family is business, and it's important to have our family intact so we could, do business accordingly. Give thanks.
Now, a part of that programming is mentorship, right?
Yes.
So what exactly goes on through the mentorship program that you have?
Give thanks. We just finished doing a mentoring program with Arts East New York.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called a funding from Neon Arts, where we had Talib Kweli come into the community.
Okay.
He actually came through, Busta Rhymes came through too, show some love to the brothers in the community.
That's
and
what's
basically what it was about was actually creating a concept song about East New York. And these brothers don't know each other. They had to come together as a group, create the song. We actually brought them into the studio, showed them the technique of audio engineering, and showed them the dynamics of recording a song. After that, we actually did a video for them. And
All in the same place?
Yes, and we were able to premiere it actually at 149 in East New York, Brooklyn. So,
That's what's up.
so it was about actually showing that we could come together, create a song about East New York, showing positive attributes, as well as have a visual that people could remember.
Because let's be real, East New York got a history like none other.
You already know.
And that's definitely a good thing that you're doing. Now, the song that was played before we came back from it, what was that song?
Yes, first and foremost, big up to Green Studio. You can check it out at greenstudionyc.com. And you can also check us at Green Studio on YouTube, NYC. NYC sign is basically, when we see NYC and when we take a look at NYC, we see the symbolism.
Right.
A lot of things that others may not see. So sometimes you gotta, educate the people. There's good times and bad times in New York, so don't get it twisted. Information is power.
So what other services do you guys offer?
Yes. I'm a vegan chef, a certified holistic practitioner, working with Queen of Four. I'm the Minister of Wellness, and one of my trades is to travel to different communities as a community educator and educate the people on health and wellness, how to make some music and convey that message to you. So it's a beautiful thing when you can be able to create music at the same time, go to the schools and community centers and senior centers and do shows and educate the people, and not have to feel like you signed to a label.
Kind of got me thinking about that Dead Prez song. It's called Good Food, something like that. That's already dope.
No dairy, no sweet.
That was a dope song.
Dead Prez, RPG, we represent that RPG, red, black, and green. Salute.
So tell us a little bit more about I think you said it's called Green.
Yeah, Green Studio.
Green Studio. This is basically a multimedia place.
Yes. One of the beautiful things about Powerful Pioneers, we birth entrepreneurs. When we come together as a community, we build on our trades, skills, and talent, and we turn that into a business because we understand commerce is everything and it's important. So a couple of my brothers in Green Studio, we decided to come up with a multimedia company where, since we are artists, filming and graphic design, we created a multimedia production company where we have videography, and you can check some of them out on YouTube, Green Studio NYC. We have photographers, we have some youths actually, 14, and she's a photographer. She'll be doing all types of live shows and stuff stuff, educating her about entrepreneurship at a young age.
So you got the whole family involved,
basically. Graphic design, now we doing our own album cover. We have we work with Sister Joy from the Charles Barron Association out here in East New York, and we was able to create a newspaper for East New York. We're coming back next month with that, so we definitely will be publicizing our multimedia through our newspaper as well. And then our auto engineering class, we understand music is getting so big that we're not saying you have to always come to us. You can build your own studio.
Right.
You know how to build your studio. We teach you the techniques and tools to master your studio so you can be the next bad boy or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever's out there.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's out there.
But that's dope. I think there definitely is a need for your organization, and there should definitely be more. I personally think if you had the financing behind it, you could open like different charters. I don't want to say charters, but different sites throughout the city, or franchises is a better word I would choose to have that. So this organization, especially for Green, is it how was it funded? Did it all, meaning like, did it all come out of your pockets, or did you get a grant from the government? Like how exactly did this work?
First and foremost, I want to big up Powerful Pioneers again. I want to big up New York Demolition. That's big up to Rue Girl Atrevida. That's my aunt who was actually signed to Columbia Record back in the 90s, and she actually paved the way by dropping a lot of these knowledge on the business of music. And also Green Studio, big up to Jeff, Brother Lyrics, and all the artists, because one of the ideas and vision we had was for all of us to build a trade, a skill set that we could bring to the company and utilize that to build our company. And basically Green Studio is all about us coming together. And again, if you need a video, a film to be done, we can have the youths do it for you. Yes, we can have the youths do it from you. If you check out on YouTube, we did a short film about leaves. One of our producers, he created an album, an instrumental album, and he had an actual video based on the different changes of the weather. You know what I mean? So when you hear the songs, you could think about the different seasons: springtime, summertime. It's very melodic. At the same time, when you see the video, is informative. It make you get a different visual about what is leaves. There's the rich leaves and the poor leaves, the hood leaves, and then the park leaves in Central Park, and how they're treated. So it's real deep, man. Real deep.
Okay.
Salute.
So you said that you're into holistic medication and stuff like that. Could you give us some more insight on that for the people who don't really understand what that's about?
Right. Okay. When we say holistic health, holistic wellness, we understand that our body is the temple.
Yeah.
Us being artists, we see a lot of artists, get sick off of all types of disease. We was just building about Ghostface being diabetic. Little Boozy also being diabetic, Heavy D dying, Big Pun, and other artists. And I salute Brother Supernova from the wellness, hip-hop medicine man, who actually dropped some of these jewels in his book, Men Heal Thyself. And basically it's teaching our brothers that we need to heal ourselves, especially artists. We going out there traveling, eating all this McDonald's, all this road food. You know what? We got all that money, and now, we have a collapsed artery or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when we become more well in our healing and know how to heal ourselves, we be our own doctors.
Okay.
When your stomach hungry, it tells you when it's hungry. Matter of fact, somebody will tell you when your stomach hungry. You know what I mean? So we need to go back to tapping into our temple and mastering it.
All right. Again, what was the name of that book and the author that you just mentioned?
Men Heal Thyself. Men Heal Thyself by Queen of Four. And big up to Supernova Slum. Again, we all part of one movement to uplift and build powerful communities and families. So I give thanks for, the wellness movement, the multimedia, Powerful Pioneers, even my queen who actually she's doing a lot of woman empowerment
workshop with the sisters, with the females who are pregnant, doulas and midwives. So any pregnant artists out there who need like a midwife, if you want to go to the hospital, definitely holla at powerfulpioneers.org. We got
do
you.
it all.
Wait. I just called. I was talking to somebody in the chat room, but did you say midwife?
Yes.
That's like Little House on the Prairie, old school.
Fam, I'm telling you, we just had one of our artists who just actually had a baby, and she was so energized that she went straight in the booth, and we just dropped a song called Self-Destruction. Her name is Sister Myrrh. If you go on our 80s mixtape on SoundCloud, yo, she was, you won't even think that she just came out from delivering a beautiful baby.
All right, you really just messed my head up with that one right there, because I just can't imagine that going on right now today.
Yeah,
and y'all do that.
It's going down.
What's the environment like? Like, how is? I'm assuming the place is sterilized and everything is sterilized.
Yes. Turning your house into a healing station. You know what I mean? Your bedroom into a hydrotherapy room, you know, where you have the nice tones and frequency. That's why it's important to get into that good music, because the vibration and the tones of the music is so distorted. You know, people talking reckless on it is not adding on to our upliftment. So when you have the right tones, the right frequencies, people hum, all these different chants, it gives the vibration of, you know what I mean, upliftment. Give thanks.
You really just fucked my head up with that.
Word.
I mean, I was shocked by when his song was playing when we came back from the music break. Is, you know, we it was a video attached to it, and we're watching the video. He was telling he has a pet. It's a beautiful pet, by the way. But he said his pet is a vegetarian. Yeah. I said, say what?
Yep.
First of all, a pet? 26 years old. A 26-year-old pet jumping up a tree like it's nothing, eating greens. Like, I thought that was something, but the midwife thing, wow, okay, I'm good.
If you want to see the pit bull jumping on the trees, eating dandelion, eating some wheatgrass, you can go to Rojo Dante on YouTube. That's ROJODONTE. We have a behind the scene clip where you see the dog performing all types of tricks at the age of 25. Yes, it's official. So if dogs is living past their age, man, we could go back to 180 and better. You know what I mean?
All right.
Salute.
All right. So we got a question from the chat room from Zoe. He wants to know, what kind of foods do you recommend that we eat to stay healthy?
Alkaline is the best, you know, alkaline food, any food that's above 9.5, you know, 7.5 and above, you know, when we talk.
What's this the number scale you're mentioning?
All right, when we talk about pH balance, we talk about potential hydrogen.
Okay.
And when we start to understand food, you know, when you cook food, you're a scientist, you're a chemist, you're doing alchemy. So you prepare the wrong things, you can hurt yourself. Just like if you prepare the right things, you can heal yourself. So when we talk about alkaline, food, we talking about non-hybrid foods. You know, food that was birthed by the creator, you know, high in water, and, you know, things that you could just pick up and eat. You know, I come from the islands where, you know what I mean, we get up in the morning, crack a coconut, you know what I mean, and we good. We playing soccer till afternoon, mango salad. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, the other stuff is there, but those was weekend food. We eat the solid white rice and beans and all that on the weekend. Okay. You know what I mean?
What island are you from?
I'm from Panama and Trinidad. Salute to all my Panamanian. Ya tu sabe. Ra. Ra.
That's what's up. That's definitely what's up.
Salute.
So tell us a little bit about yourself as an artist.
Yes. I give thanks first and foremost. Again, you know, big up to Rude Girl out there, Vida, my aunt, who actually got signed to Columbia Record at a young age in the 90s. That I was able to learn a lot about music, and I was in the industry at a young age. Started off hype man, dancer.
Was your name Rojo back then?
No, and I want to keep that. You know what I mean?
You're not gonna let us know that.
You know what I mean, it's all good.
On,
you know what I mean? We created a documentary called "Who Started Reggaeton," and "Who Started Reggaeton," which is Spanish reggae, the origin. We broke down all of those things. We have scenes of my aunt and I going to Billmore, you know, these different clubs out here, working with Shabba Rank, Super Cat. and all these other artists before they got blown, actually, you know, empowering the music with the music. You know what I mean?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's what's up.
Yeah. So I just give thanks again for Ruger for giving me the tools and the knowledge to go and learn the business of music more than just being an artist. So I worked at Def Jam at one time, you know, give thanks, big up to my cousin Dro from Boston. You know what I mean? He gave me an opportunity during the time when Jay-Z was in office there as the president to work there. I learned a lot of the ins and outs about marketing and public relation, and you know, I was one of those brothers who I look at those things as finding ways to market and promote in my community. So give thanks. I never limit myself. We decided to open up the multimedia Powerful Pioneers, and we utilizing these tools and skills to, you know, share with the people.
Okay.
Salute.
All right. One quick question that I kind of just thought up on the spot. Going back to food, what healthy food that they tell us to eat that's really not good for us that you've seen?
You know, a lot of people might be like, but I'm gonna keep it real too. I'm gonna give you two:
Okay.
garlic and carrots.
Please explain this. Please explain this, because I've always been told that garlic is good for the heart.
Yo.
And I've always been told that carrots is good for your eyes.
Brothers. Garlic is hybrid. You know, if you don't believe me, you can do the research. Made in one of them Asian countries out there. Can't go too in depth with it, but garlic is a hybrid vegetable.
Of what?
I'm not too sure. What happened is garlic is acidic. It's highly acidic. And because it's acidic and the body is alkaline, we are electrical people, it creates a reaction to the body when you put in something that's acidic like that. You know, if anybody, especially on my rosters, if you ever had wheatgrass with garlic and ginger, you know about that vibe. That give you that shot like you drinking some Tiger Bone or something. You be like, ah! Okay. You know what I mean? So I say no to garlic. And then carrots, man, you know, everybody got this mindset that carrots give you good vision and whatnot. Yeah. I got family members who've been eating carrots for years, and they bifocals is getting thicker than ever. You know, so at the end of the day, if you do the research on carrots, the same thing. It's hybrid. You know, it's derived from yams and I think another starchy food. And yeah, you know, it's all about doing our homework, man. You know what I mean? Doing our homework.
So that means we can't put carrots in our salad. Like is there a salad, a healthy salad that we can eat, that we can put vegetables in?
Definitely. Cucumbers is high in water.
Yes.
You know, celery.
Right.
Again, when you see the alkaline chart, you won't be shocked. You'd be like, wow, these watercress, you got all these bunch of beautiful vegetables just looking at you like, I'm here for you. And you know, we shove it to the side and we want to go get the little small carrots that don't even grow small. You know the ones in the bag?
The baby ones. You know, I know a lot of, like, my mother used to do that. She used to walk around with, you know with a little bag of carrots or whatever, you know. And so, all right, so, wow, salads, man.
Listen, man, the artists need to know this, man. You doing your music thing, you entrepreneurs, they need to know this. You traveling out there, you going out to these places, you getting these fried food, you getting these hybrid food, and you thinking it's fuel to keep you energized. It's just holding you back, family.
There's also the misconception that healthy foods are expensive, and when you're living in the hood, just keep it real, the hood. It's hard to get that food because it's so expensive, and the cheap food is the junk food is cheap and the healthy food is expensive. But that's the biggest misconception. But, you know, I tell people all the time, you know, or actually people tell me, you know, Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, places like that, they actually have affordable prices for the community. So don't be afraid to go in those stores and look around and investigate, you know what I mean? Even if you don't want to go in there and buy anything right away, just investigate for yourself. Or you can even go online. I'm pretty sure they have a multimedia place where you can look at whatever they have on sale or what they have in general.
Right. And just to know, you know, give thanks again. When we say we empower with this music, we going back to the root. And when we say that, we going back to the root physically too. We have to go back into the garden, you know what I mean? Getting back into that soil. And one of the things we do and one of the things we will be doing this summer is we'll be having a program for the youths where they can actually go and start gardening and growing their own fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
So now we won't have to use that as an excuse. Yeah, fruits and vegetables expensive. Nah, grow your own. And now you become more empowered that you can give some to your community. We work with a lot of farmers markets and green thumb gardens out here. I'm actually a community educator with farmers markets in East New York. So yeah, man, again, it's about being proactive, man. We ain't gonna be just too much talking about the problems, but we're gonna be solutions. We're gonna come up with solutions.
So
Give thanks.
you did mention artists, and you are an artist, and this is a hip hop show.
Let's go.
You know, we usually don't let any artist leave here without spitting a 16, and we're still on the high that from that end of the year show, December 28th, from that big ass freestyle cipher that, in my opinion, was way better than BET cipher. Real talk, So, would you do us the honor of, doing a freestyle? We'll go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back. If you feel like you want to do something spoken word, or spit a solid 16, if you want instrumental, a cappella, it's whatever you want.
Got you. All right. I'm gonna show some love to the people. We
Show some
actually
love.
dropping a wellness CD, so I got a new song called Hell Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, you heard?
I'm definitely going to be looking out for this. We'll be right back, y'all. www.dslradio.us, the Hip Hop Renaissance Show. We'll be right back.
Winds gushing from the east to the west. Hemisphere hurricane insane is heading towards our way.
1, 2. Again, big up to Green Studio, New York Demolition, Powerful Pioneers. Check us out. I'm gonna drop something real quick. It's gonna be a little something simple. Hell yeah, it's coming out. End of the month. Sitting in my living room thinking about what I'm going to eat today. The fridge empty, starving, got hunger pain. Walk outside and jogging in the pouring rain. Looking for change or someone who owe me some things. Cause the brother got to eat and I don't eat meat. Want something light bright with that good energy. Hell yeah. What a good remedy. Alkaline for the mind. Have you working out for weeks? Cause I'm starving like Marvin. Beg your pardon. We shop at the garden. Green Life shop right. Main target. You could afford it. We got care for auction. See the soldiers marching with reinforcement. Take caution. Other greens leave you nauseous. Wintertime growing natural food in the apartment. Free market. Now people could afford it. So call your family. Fruits grown organically. Vegetable for lunch. Bowl of watercress and celery. Wash it off carefully. Lime juice preferably. Apple cider vinegar. Your body moving heavily. Canned greens blasphemy. Frozen goods panicky. Scared tactics. Indigenous man living off the tree. A healthy kill life from you and me. A healthy kill life for you and me. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I know a little something.
You don't really hear health food broken down that way, and it was dope.
Thanks.
It was very dope. Tell us about the mixtape you have. You're working on again.
Yes. We got a mixtape called the Wellness Mixtape. Right now, we got Build Session Mixtape. We building our people up holistically towards wellness. So with this Wellness Mixtape, it's going to be sharing all types of ways how to heal yourself through music. Music is power. So when you understand the power of Cal, you'll be screaming, Cal, yeah. Rah!
All right, I caught you mentioning something about canned goods not being good.
Yeah.
Could you explain that? I never really I was brought up eating a lot of canned good vegetables. I was always told that it's good for you. It's good for you. Like corn or leaf spinach from out the can. Like not good. Yes, no. Like what's up?
Nah, man. You know what it is. We grew up understanding that there was certain ways of living at the time, survival. In reality, when we understand about live food, we want to eat food that's living, that have life in it. Once it's in a can and locked up, ain't no life in the can, and we all know that. You know what I mean? As much preservative you put in it, at the same time, where's the life at?
Never thought about
real.
That. Never really thought about that. I'll be real with you. I could go on for a long time talking to you about food because, honestly, I have to admit I'm very ignorant in the ways of how to eat properly and stuff like that. I constantly think to myself, oh, let me just go to the store, get a salad, boom, boom, bam, I'm good. Drink some water. But clearly there's more to it than just going into a salad spot, picking up whatever. Because
There's more.
it's not only just what grows from the earth. That's only good. I mean, yeah, but you get what I'm saying? Like sometimes some of the ingredients within that salad might not be good for you, as you clearly stated.
Are chickpeas healthy?
Oh yeah, definitely. Matter of fact, chickpeas is considered your bodybuilding food. Chickpeas and avocado. If you're slim, those are food that is naturally fattening. So it helps to build you up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Stills has a question.
Woo, you already know. We got a song called My Hood Chick. You know what I mean?
No,
it's on the Bill Sessions CD by Rojo. And, we represent, our hood chick, all they need a little cayenne and pepper. That's all. Know what I mean? A little
Cayenne
spice.
pepper.
You know what I mean? It's all good. We need that. It's all a balance. Salute.
Is there a site that people can go to for the information that you just dropped about staying healthy? Is there a site do you have a site that they can go?
Yes.
Can they go to?
Yes.
Powerful.
Yes, powerfulpioneers.org. That's powerfulpioneers with a S.org. And it shares all the different things we do. Also, every first Thursday of the month, we do a free detox body cleanse partnership with Artsy East New York in the hood, where we definitely bring that information to our people. That's every first Thursday of the month with Artsy East New York. Also, you can check out videos, multimedia services, and everything at greenstudionyc.com. That's greenstudionyc.com.
You have anything on Instagram or Twitter that maybe you or is that just the main site right
I'm still
there?
on my old new school style, you know what I mean? Give thanks to all my, young brothers who's empowering me with the whole social media. But you could check us out on YouTube. Definitely, we have a YouTube page, Green Studio NYC, Rojo Dante, ROJODONT, and also on Facebook if you would like to. Give thanks.
All right. Let's give it up. Brother Rojo for stopping by, dropping knowledge on that health. We definitely need that.
Health is wealth, yo. True health is wealth.
True health is definitely wealth.
And let me leave you with this right here.
Speak.
This brother, right? He's 109 years old.
Yeah.
My man drop on his knees like, what? Young man, can you do this? You talking about calcium and potassium. My man drop on his knees, right? And he said, you know what? My boss died at 56, a rich man. Who's more richer? I'm living life at 109, doing all the things that people under my age can't do. And I'm surrounded by wealth. True health is wealth. Salute.
That's what's up.
Right.
You heard it here. Hip Hop Renaissance.
www.dslradio.us. And I guess that wraps today's show.
That definitely wraps it up. That's definitely leaving it on a good note.
All right. Yeah.
Stills is going to get him a Diet Snapple. We're going to sign off into some dope music. Thank you for joining us. Nikki, get well. We'll see you next week. Make sure you tune in next week. Our guest will be Rusty Jux.
Word.
And
again, rest in peace to Stuart Scott.
Definitely rest in peace to Stuart Scott. We'll post up another video soon of his contribution to hip hop.
All right. So just if you can and if you will.
Peace.